Love it.
While all of the smartphones are getting better and better in performance with every new iteration, it is the battery life where most of them are lagging behind. The Zenfone Max is Asus's answer to this, and with a 5000 mAh battery and a price tag of just under 10,000 rupees, it seems to be a very attractive deal. But with a serious competition from the likes of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3, the LE1S and the Honor 5X, should you buy the Zenfone Max? Let's find out. Since the Zenfone Max is all about that battery, I'm going to start off by talking about its performance. With 5000 mAh of capacity, this thing has almost 1.5 times more battery than the Galaxy S7 and almost thrice of that of an iPhone 6s. The results, as expected, are phenomenal. On a day when I was majorly relying on Wi-Fi with a very heavy usage, I ended my day with 7.5 hours of screen on time with 35% of battery still left. I tried to kill the battery in a single day, but I just couldn't. I also did get around 2 days of usage out of this phone on a mixed 4G and Wi-Fi usage with 7 hours of screen on time. The phone was always in the performance mode while I was using it, so you can even squeeze out more battery life if you switch to the normal mode. In short, the battery life of the Zenfone Max is outstanding, and you will easily have no problems in getting at least 2 days of battery life with this phone. With that said, the 5000 mAh battery does take a lot of time in charging, and there is no quick charging support on this phone. Hence I was always charging my phone overnight, and Asus also bundles USB OTG cable with this phone, so you can use it as a power bank and charge your other devices. Design wise, the front of the phone is like any other Zenfone out there, but the back does have a nice textured pattern which makes the phone grippy and easy to hold. The phone is primarily made out of plastic, but due to the 5000 mAh battery inside, it is heavy and it actually gives you a feeling of sturdiness in the hand. The plastic back is removable and it gives access to the two 4G SIM card slots and a micro SD card slot. The phone has a 5.5-inch 720p display up front, which is decent, but it is not quite comparable to the displays of its competition like the LE1S. The colors look decent, the viewing angles are okay, but you will miss a 1080p display on this phone. The 720p display does mean you will get more battery life out of this phone, but I would have preferred more pixels since the phone already has a lot of battery. The Asus Splendid app makes its appearance here too, so you can tweak the display as you want, which is always a nice thing to have. Under the hood, the Zenfone Max is powered by the Snapdragon 410 CPU and 2GB of RAM. The performance of this phone is very mediocre. It runs on Android 5.0 Lollipop with Asus's Zen UI, and for some reason the interface did lag quite often, especially while opening and closing apps. The UI was not very responsive, and if you are a power user, you will definitely be disappointed while using this phone. Asus has included a lot of their apps which I never use, but they can be disabled. I wished Asus had made a lighter version of Zen UI for this phone, or I hope they could send a software update to improve the performance of the Zenfone Max. Low to medium end games do run fine on the phone, but jump to something like the Nova 3 and the Zenfone Max really starts to bog down. So if performance is your priority, then the Zenfone Max is definitely not the phone you should look out for. The Zenfone Max has a 13MP f2.0 sensor with laser autofocus and 5MP front-facing camera. The camera UI is the same as every other Zenfone with a manual mode along with a few other options. The image quality in daylight is actually good on the phone. The macro shots especially look nice, and the low light performance is also quite okay. Again, it's not the best in its segment, but it can get the job done. The network reception and call quality was also good on this phone, although I found the dialer app to be quite buggy, as 3 out of 5 times I had to make a call twice before the phone actually made a call. So overall, with a price of around 10,000 rupees, is the Zenfone Max worth getting? Well, if the battery life is your only priority and you don't mind compromising with the performance of the phone, then yes, you can go with the Zenfone Max. But if you are a power user, I would recommend you to stay away from it. The Redmi Note 3, which is although quite difficult to get because of the flash sales, is a better option because it has 4000 mAh of battery and it also performs better, so you do get best of the both worlds. In my opinion, the Zenfone Max makes up for a very good secondary phone because you can charge your primary phone with it, or you can just swap in your SIM card to the Zenfone Max while you are on the move and get at least 2 days worth of battery life. So this concludes my review of the Zenfone Max from Asus. Please like the video if you liked it, and do let me know your views about this phone in the comments. Please subscribe for more upcoming reviews. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.